My beloved child, listen carefully. Someone is going to surprise you tonight, because I place something deep in their heart. You may not see it coming, but I've been watching how patiently you've waited, how quietly you've prayed, and how much you've given without always receiving. That's why I've decided to turn things around for you tonight. You don't need to understand how it will happen. You only need to stay open and expect something beautiful. I am moving hearts and opening paths behind. The scenes don't let the silence make you believe nothing is happening. Your faith has stirred something divine, and now the heavens are responding. This surprise isn't random, it's divine timing. I want you to feel seen, known and loved in a way that shakes your soul. Yes, I chose this night for a reason. This is personal, this is spiritual. And this is only the beginning. You've cried in moments no one saw, and I counted every single tear. You wondered if I forgot your name. But child, how could I ever forget the one I handcrafted with such care? I see the nights you stared at the ceiling, whispering my name in a trembling voice. I heard you when you said, "God, just show me a sign." This surprise tonight is not just a gift, it's an answer. I am the God who sees, the God who delivers at the perfect time. And tonight is one of those holy moments where my presence becomes undeniable. Something inside you is going to feel it, an inner warmth, like a whisper in your chest that says, "This is it." I've seen you clinging to hope when the world tried to crush it. I've seen you give when you had nothing left but love. I saw the day you almost gave up and the hour you got back up when no one was watching. Heaven took note of every time you smiled while hurting, of every time you stayed faithful while questioning. I know you didn't have it easy, but you stayed close to my presence, and that made all the difference. This surprise isn't just for joy, it's for restoration. I am restoring what was stolen, renewing what was fading, and reviving what was nearly forgotten. There is someone I placed in your life, and they are feeling a shift tonight, a divine nudge, a sudden remembrance of you, not by accident, not by memory, but by my hand. They are being reminded of the light you carry, the truth in your love, the strength in your spirit. I'm waking something in them to realize what they once overlooked. And they will know soon that what they need is not found in noise or crowds, but in you, the soul I've been shaping through fire. I am preparing a message for you, a voice to speak what you've longed to hear, words wrapped in sincerity, not flattery, truth that touches the soul, not temporary feelings, but everlasting intention. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are right on time for this encounter. Your name has been on the lips of heaven in conversations that shape destinies. You may not hear those conversations, but you will see the results. And tonight, something begins. Not everything will happen at once, but the first stone has been rolled away. My angels are working with such precision to orchestrate every move, every meeting, every message to reach you at the right moment. This is not a story of chance, it's a story of fulfillment. You thought it was over, but I was only waiting for the right time to reveal what I've been crafting, and that time is now. You will feel a presence you can't explain. You will see signs that stop you in your tracks. You will hear things that echo what you prayed. Because I want you to know you are not imagining this. This is real, this is divine, and this is yours. Tonight, expect a message, a voice, a gentle knock on the door of your heart. Stay. Awaken your spirit, even if your eyes grow tired. I speak in silence, and I move in stillness. The world may look the same tomorrow, but you won't. You will wake up different, lighter, more aware, and deeply aware that something is shifting. It's not just about blessings. It's about becoming the one who can carry the love that's coming, the peace that's returning, the joy that won't break. I'm preparing a love that doesn't vanish when life gets hard. A love that sees your soul and chooses you. Still a connection, so pure it heals what loneliness broke. This isn't just romance, it's restoration of what you once believed was lost forever. You'll see it in the way they look at you, the way they speak your name, the way they pray for you. Because I placed you. In their dreams, I whispered your name into their night. And tonight I'm opening their eyes to what I've hidden in plain sight. Stay close to me, and I will show you the way. Don't rush this, just receive it, let the night unfold with faith, not fear let the surprise meet you, not because you chased it, but because you trusted. I reward faith. And tonight, I'm proving that again. Breathe deeply. Rest fully. I've already started, and soon you will see, beloved. This is not the end. This is the unfolding of a story I wrote with you in mind, one scene at a time. And tonight was always meant to be a turning point. Believe, receive, and rest. I'm still working, and I never stop loving you. Get ready, this night will not pass without a touch from heaven. Love becomes real in your life, in a way you never expected. The person who is going to surprise you tonight is being moved by something beyond themselves. They don't even fully understand why they can't stop thinking about you, why they feel led to take this step. But I do. I am behind it all. You might think it's small at first. Maybe it's a message, a phone call, simple act of kindness. But this surprise is wrapped in spiritual gold. It will carry a weight far beyond the moment. It will remind you that I am still writing your story, and tonight I'm turning apage. There's someone who has been thinking about you more than you. No, someone whose heart has been wrestling with emotions they can't explain. I have been working in them. I've softened what was, I've cleared what was, confused. Now they're about to move. And when they do, it's going to remind you that you were never forgotten. Not even for a second. I know you've been disappointed before, but don't let the past define your expectations. What's coming is pure. It's guided by heaven. This isn't a coincidence. This is a confirmation. There was a moment not long ago when you almost gave up on the idea that anyone could see you the way you long to be seen. But I see you. I always have. And because I love you, I'm bringing someone into your life, or back into your life, to reflect just a glimpse of that divine love you are about to feel. What it means to be pursued for who you are, not what you have. This surprise tonight will start something that grows over time. Don't rush it, just be present and feel the warmth of being chosen. They won't have all the words, but their actions will speak, and I will be in those actions. Even their imperfections will carry pieces of my purpose. What they say or do tonight might seem small on the surface, but it's a key I'm handing to you to unlock something new. You've asked for healing, you've asked for love that doesn't fade. You've asked for truth in a world full of masks. Tonight's surprise is an answer to all of it. It might not be the final chapter, but it's the beginning of something sacred. My angels have prepared this moment carefully. They've guarded your heart so that when this arrives, you'll have space to receive it without fear. You don't need to pretend to be strong. You don't need to smile when you feel the weight of waiting on your chest. I know how long you've held on to hope, even when it felt like it was slipping through your fingers. I've seen the nights you whispered, "I'm tired," but still rose again with faith. In your eyes, this is not about proving anything to anyone. This is about being loved, not for your performance, but for your presence. Tonight, I am sending a person who will see you, who won't try to change you, but will treasure you. This person was not always ready, but I've worked on them the same way. I've been working on you. The timing is not late. The delay was for preparation, not punishment. Your heart is not a project, it is a garden. And now it's time for something to bloom. Unexpectedly, watch how they speak to you. Watch how they pause when you speak. Watch how their eyes soften when your truth rises. You will recognize me in their gentleness, in their timing, in the peace that flows between you without effort. This moment has my fingerprints all over it. No, they may not quote scripture, but they will walk in kindness, and you'll know I sent them. This isn't just about romance. This is about alignment. Two lives that were quietly shaped for a meeting like this. You will see signs subtle, but sure, you might hear your name in their prayer. You might notice a message at just the right hour. You may feel a stillness that settles your doubt. I'm not asking you to leap blindly. I'm asking you to walk gently toward what I've prepared. Don't compare this to what hurt you before. Don't expect the past to repeat. This is different because I am in it. They've wrestled with fear. They've wrestled with timing, but now they're listening to the pull of heaven. They've been moved to act tonight. Their words may not be perfect, but their spirit is being stirred by something greater than pride. Let them speak. Let them show up without judgments. This isn't about your worthiness. It's about divine timing. You were always worthy. You just had to wait for what could carry the weight of your love. No more counterfeits, no more half efforts, no more almosts. This is sacred space, and I've preserved it for two hearts that are finally ready. If you've doubted your beauty, if you've questioned your place, if you've worried you were too much or not enough, let tonight remind you you are seen, you are remembered, and you are loved. I didn't forget your prayers. I stored them like seeds, and now I'm sending someone to water them with intention. You are not invisible to me, and you won't be invisible to them. This love won't need an audience. This love will speak in the quiet, in the little things, in the presence that stays. They will not rush you. They will not test you. They will honor you, because I have whispered your name in their soul. And now they are listening. They've seen glimpses of your heart through the veil of spirit, and they are being drawn closer. Tonight is not ordinary. This is alignment. This is the moment your soul has sensed, but couldn't explain. Your healing begins not with fireworks, but with presence. Not with promises, but with peace. Not with fantasy, but with faith. And when they arrive, you won't need to chase. You won't need to convince. You won't need to fear. You'll simply know, because I will be there in every glance, in every word, in every touch that reminds you. This is safe. This is real. This is holy. I am not sending you a storm. I'm sending you a shelter. I'm not sending someone to test you. I'm sending someone to choose you again and again. I am softening their heart, even now. I am clearing their path, even now. I am stirring their courage, even now. The ones who left were not meant to carry your legacy. The one who comes will understand the depth of your soul, because they carry pieces of your calling tooth. This is not just a meeting. This is the start of a mission. They may come gently, they may come uncertain, but trust this, they are being sent not to complete you, but to walk beside you with honor. Tonight you'll feel it. Something will shift in the air, in the way your chest rises with hope instead of hurt, in the way your spirit settles instead of bracing for pain. Do not brush it off. Do not doubt. Do not resist, receive it. Like the answer you once whispered through tears, receive it. Like the sign you begged for when you were tired, receive it. Because I love you. Because I see the beauty you've built in silence. Because I see how deeply you believe in something sacred. Don't let the noise of the world make you question this quiet miracle. I will confirm it again and again and again, in dreams, in time, in signs that feel too specific to be random. This person has been shown your essence before they even knew your name. They felt the pull of something divine drawing them to you. And they've said yes. They're not coming for attention, they're coming for purpose. You'll recognize it in how they show up. Not to impress, but to serve, not to fix you, but to build with you. This is not a rescue. This is a reunion of souls who chose each other in the light long before the shadows. You may not even understand why you feel such peace in their presence, but that's because peace is what happens when the soul remembers where it belongs. They are not here to distract you. They are here to align with you. So don't overthink it. Don't rush it. Just be present and trust. The one I've whispered about, the one you've prayed, for the one who was delayed but not denied. They are closer than you think, and when they speak, listen, not just to the words, but to the weight behind them. Listen to the tone, to the reverence, to the silence that follows. Sometimes the most divine things are said without a single sound, and I am in that silence too. If your heart has been weary, let tonight be the spark that reminds you your story is not over. Your prayers are still working. Your name is still being spoken in sacred places, and your love is already on its way. This is the turning point. This is the gentle wind before the harvest. Be still enough to notice. Be soft enough to receive. I'm not asking you to fix anything. I'm just asking you to trust, because what's about to unfold is nothing short of holy, and tonight is the beginning. Comment, I receive it, if you feel this message speaking to your soul. If you're watching this, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the moment God aligns everything for your love to arrive. Tonight, you don't need to figure it all out. Just receive. Let your spirit be open. Let your smile return. There is beauty in vulnerability, and I am standing right beside you. As this unfolds, nothing about this is accidental. I want you to know that I see your soul, your hunger for a real connection, and your exhaustion from always being the one who understands while no one else truly understands you. I've watched you give when no one gave back. I've seen your silence when you deserved an apology. I saw you hold your peace, protect others' feelings, and carry weights that were never yours to carry. You thought I wasn't keeping track, but every act of kindness you gave out is returning. This surprise tonight is the beginning of your emotional harvest. It's going to feel like someone finally noticed, finally cared enough to act, and they do, because I touched their heart. I whispered to their soul, now is the time, go to them, and they listened. This is the fruit of your unseen obedience. I haven't just been working on your blessing. I've been preparing someone who can carry it with honor. What's happening tonight is my way of showing you I didn't forget your prayers, stored them, and now I'm pouring them back over your life. They may not say everything perfectly. Their voice might shake. Their timing may catch you off guard, but don't be fooled by the surface. Look at the heart. I have stirred something inside them, something holy and urgent. They couldn't sleep last night because I was awakening the truth in their spirit. I reminded them of your kindness, your presence, your light, and now that remembrance is turning into courage. They were afraid before, but tonight, they're not running from it anymore. They're walking toward you with open hands and a soul full of intention. You see, when I move on a heart, There's no confusion in the outcome. They may hesitate, but the love I plant grows wild. They've been resisting for so long, fighting the feeling, questioning the timing. But that resistance has broken, and now they're coming not with perfect words, but with the truth that's been aching to be spoken. You may feel the past trying to echo, trying to remind you of every letdown, every moment you felt overlooked. But tonight is not like before. Tonight is the doorway to something new, something divine. So breathe. Let peace settle on your chest. Let your heart stay soft. I am here, and I've seen all of it. You stayed faithful when you were tired. You showed love when you were empty. You gave when nothing came back. You believed when everything felt broken. And that kind of faith doesn't return void. This night was written for you long before your heartbreak even happened, long before you felt the sting of rejection, the weight of silence, the ache of being misunderstood. I knew this night would come. I set it in motion from the moment you said, "God, I trust you anyway," and that trust echoed in heaven. It moved the angels, it stirred the atmosphere. It brought alignment to someone's heart who had been wandering far from their truth. But now they are near, closer than ever to becoming the answer to what you've prayed. Not just someone to love, but someone who understands how to hold you gently, faithfully, spiritually. They won't need to perform to impress. They'll simply arrive with presence and peace. Because when I send someone, I don't just send words. I send actions, evidence, and confirmation. This is one of those confirmations that I heard every whisper, every cry, every "God, please let someone see me the way you do." I did. And I am. You were never invisible to me. You were always the center of my attention, the one I kept guarded while others walked away. And I know that sometimes you asked, why didn't they stay? Why didn't they choose me? But the real question was, who will I send that won't just choose you, but carry your heart with reverence? And this is my answer. I didn't send a perfect person, I sent a chosen one. Chosen for you, not because they have it all together. They're not here to fix because they have the capacity to grow with you, to walk with you, to grow in love, as I heal what's been torn, to grow in commitment. This night marks a turning point, a shift, a sacred interruption of your routine, because heaven just said, now. So don't look down. Don't overthink the details. Don't shrink your heart to protect it. Let your soul expand. Let it receive. This is your moment. And though it may seem small, though it may come as a quiet message, a simple call, a soft glance, a gentle step forward, know this: I am in every part of it. I'm in their words, even the nervous ones. I am in their silence when they pause to find the right thing to say. I am in the way they see you, the way they lean in. Instead of walking away, you've waited for love that stays love, that sees love, that chooses you on purpose. And now it's finding its way to you, not because of luck, not because of chance, but because of divine design. I wrote this moment in the book of your life before you ever knew how much you'd cry before. You ever knew how much you'd need someone to hold your hand and not let go. And I've sent them with a heart that's ready, not perfect, but ready. And that's enough. That's more than enough. Because readiness means they've listened. Readiness means they've yielded. Readiness means they've laid down their pride to pick up my purpose. And my purpose is always love, pure, intentional, lasting. This love is not an accident. It's not a distraction. It's not temporary. It is holy. It is the result of prayers you forgot. You prayed, and tears you thought I didn't see. It is here right now, soft and sincere, and I want you to embrace it with wonder, not fear, Don't talk yourself out of what you've asked me for, just because it feels too good to be true. I am the God of wonders, the giver of what seemed impossible. And if I brought them to you, I will sustain it. They will come to you tonight, perhaps with trembling hands, perhaps with unsure words, but they will come because I have moved their heart towards you. And that's all you need to know. Tonight is not just about connection. It's about recognition. They see you now and not just on the outside. They see the weight you've carried. They feel the depth of your spirit. They are drawn to what I placed in you, not what the world defined in you. And that is how you'll know it's real. Because real sees the soul, not just the smile. They will not run when it gets quiet. They will not flee when emotion surfaces. They will stay, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, because I've called them to love you with eternity in mind, not just the moment, but the mission. You are not a stop on their path. You are the destination. You are the blessing, and they are ready to receive you as such. Breathe. Again, my child, tonight is holy. Tonight is the answer to what you thought was forgotten. Tonight is my reminder that love still rises, even after long winters, even after empty seasons. Tonight, love is returning to your doorstep, to your heart, to your soul, and it's not leaving this time. Type, I receive divine love in the comments if this word is for you, and let it begin. Movement, you are going to feel the shift, even if it starts with just a message. That message will carry my fingerprint. It will feel different. It will feel warm, like healing in motion. You may want to doubt it at first, question whether it's real, but I want you to know it is. This is not a game. This is not another false hope. This is my response to your season of waiting, your silent tears, and your quiet strength. I want you to be ready, not fearful, not anxious, but open, because this surprise is coming with layers. It's not just about love or connection. It's also about restoring what the world tried to break inside. You've spent so long thinking you had to stay strong to protect your own heart, to not hope too loudly. But I'm telling you now, you're safe to feel. Again, you're safe to believe. Again, I've sent this person with a mission, not to fix you because you were never broken, but to walk beside you in a way that finally feels mutual. You are not too much, you never were. The right soul will never make you shrink. And tonight, when that surprise happens, I want you to remember this moment. I told you it was coming. I told you someone was on their way. And now the time has come. This moment was written before you were even born. I knew you'd need a reminder that I'm still in control, still writing your story, still watching over your journey. And so I scheduled this surprise for tonight, because your heart deserves more than just endurance. It deserves delight. You've waited through the storms. You've sat alone when you longed for company, and now the clouds are parting. It may seem sudden, but I've been working on this for longer than, this person, this moment, this emotion. It's all part of a greater orchestration. My timing never fails. I allowed certain delays so that when this arrived, it would feel like a miracle. Not just a moment you deserve, that you deserve to feel seen. You deserve to feel chosen, not just by another human being, but by me, your God, who has always seen your beauty even when you couldn't. I know the way your mind replays past disappointments. I know how you brace yourself expecting things to fall apart. But tonight I need you to try something new. I need you to receive, just receive, without analyzing, without overthinking. This is not like before. This isn't a test. This isn't a trap. This is grace. This is an answered prayer dressed as a person. It's something small on the outside, but burning bright on the inside. Their words may be few, but they'll echo with meaning. Their gesture might be simple, but it will carry a weight of truth. Let your heart feel what it feels. Let it remember what it's like to hope again without punishment. I've been preparing you for this shift. You've been softening the ground beneath your feet so that when this seed lands, it can grow into something deep, something sacred, something lasting. You're not crazy for hoping. You're not weak for still wanting love. You're not desperate for dreaming about something more. Those longings were planted by Him. I gave you the desire for connection, for tenderness, for something real, and I've never once mocked you for it. The world may have told you to settle, to forget, to toughen up, but I never said that. I created your heart to feel deeply, because I too am a God who feels. I know what it's like to be rejected, to be ignored, to be misunderstood, and I've watched you go through those things with more grace than anyone knew. So tonight I'm giving you a taste of what your heart has always deserved: genuine affection, pure intentions, and a soul that sees you clearly. This is what's arriving. This is the surprise I've hidden in the folds of tonight, and it's coming. Soon Jesus says, I have opened a door for you that no one can shut, and nothing can stop the divine plan that has been set in motion for your life. In a world that can be tough, God is your refuge and strength, a present help in times of trouble. Before this week comes to an end, your life will be overflowing with so many blessings that all your worries will disappear. The Lord is sending people, resources, and finances your way that you never thought possible, and He has assigned angels to protect and guide you and your loved ones. Type 333. If you trust angels, without faith, it is impossible to please God, and those who seek Him will be rewarded. The Lord is transforming your life right now, turning your sorrows into joy and your poverty into wealth. Jesus is the bread of life, and whoever comes to Him will never go hungry. He is the light that shines in the darkness, and if you are weary and burdened, He will give you rest. Come to Him and experience the peace and joy that only He can provide. Type 555 if you trust. Jesus, dear God, thank you for bringing us to this month. I ask that you keep our family and loved ones safe this month. Watch over us and cover us with your divine protection. Shower us with good health, blessings, and strength. Remove any worry, fear, stress, and doubt from our hearts when difficult times come. Help us to trust you with all of our hearts and not lean on our own understanding. Thank you, Lord, for hearing our prayer and blessing. As in the name of Jesus I pray, Amen. But let me speak this gently into your soul, because this is not just the end. This is a new beginning. Your prayer has reached heaven, and heaven has answered with a whisper of peace. Even in the moments when you feel forgotten, God is still holding every detail. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far behind. You're right on time for what was meant for you. Love is not coming to rush you. Love is coming to restore you. This next season isn't about chasing. It's about receiving. Receiving what you prayed for. Receiving who you were meant to meet. The waiting wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Every delay had a reason. Every silence had a message. And now the silence is breaking. The message is becoming clear. God has seen your faithfulness, your willingness to trust when things didn't make sense, your strength to believe when you had every reason to doubt. And now you will see why it was worth it. You will understand why some doors had to close. Why did some people have to walk away? Why some seasons had to end? Because if they hadn't, you wouldn't be ready for what's coming. But now you are. Now your heart is open. You didn't miss it. Now your spirit didn't mess it up. And
what's
heaven
meant for
is
you
moving is still yours, moving people, and the love you're waiting
moving
for.
hearts.
They're not just
Moving
waiting
time
too.
itself for your breakthrough.
They're preparing, they're praying, they're aligning with your spirit. Even now, they may not know why they can't stop thinking about you, why your name brings peace to their thoughts. Why does your energy stay with them, even when you're not near? But I'll tell you, it's because your spirits are speaking, even when your mouths haven't. It's because the divine has tethered you together, and no time, distance, or delay can sever that bond. So rest. Rest in knowing this. You will be loved in a way that feels like home. You will be seen in a way that heals what others overlooked. You will be held, chosen, cherished, not for a moment but for a lifetime. So I pray again, Lord, cover the one listening now. Surround them with reassurance that they are not forgotten. Fill the quiet spaces with your voice. Replace fear with peace. Turn anxiety into expectation. Let every step they take be in rhythm with your plan. Let no distraction steal this promise. Prepare their heart for the moment their love arrives. Make them bold enough to receive it and humble enough to honor it. Because what's coming is not ordinary. It's heaven authored, heaven protected, heaven sealed. Let their eyes see what their spirit has known all along. Let them recognize the one you've chosen for them, not by appearance, but by the peace that settles in their soul. Let it be clear, let it be holy, let it be real. I pray for divine clarity, that every counterfeit connection would fall away, that anything sent to confuse would be exposed, and that the one who comes, the one who truly comes not with empty promises, but with action, with prayer, with reverence. May they not come to complete you, but to walk with you, side by side, as two whole souls aligned in grace. And when the moment arrives when love speaks out loud, let it echo through their lives as a testimony of what God can do when two hearts surrender fully to divine timing. My beloved, your love story is not delayed. It's being written carefully, word by word, scene by scene. And now, a new page is turning. You're entering the chapter where love becomes real, where promises are fulfilled, where tears are wiped away by gentle hands, where someone finally looks at you and says, I prayed for you too, so breathe. You're not late, you're not overlooked, you're exactly where you need to be. The alignment is happening even now. Hearts are being prepared, conversations are being stirred, encounters are being planned in heaven's calendar. There's a place where your hand will be held, your name will be spoken with reverence, and your soul will finally say, this is the one. I bless you with that kind of love, that kind of clarity, that kind of peace, the kind that doesn't just make your heart beat, but makes your heart rest. Rest in knowing you are loved, chosen, guided, and never alone. So when you close your eyes tonight, do not cry over what didn't stay. Smile for what's coming, because what's coming is holy. What's coming is better. What's coming is ready. You don't need to chase it. You just need to trust it. You've done the inner work. You've healed. You've let go. You've surrendered. Now, it's time to receive it. Let love knock at your door. Let joy sit at your table. Let peace flood your home. And when that moment comes, when they show up with truth in their eyes, you'll know. Not because of what they say, but because of how God confirms it in your soul. This is not random. This is the answer. And if your spirit agrees, comment, I receive divine love. Show your faith with action, like this video. Subscribe so you never miss a confirmation like this again. And if this prayer touched you deeply, type $444 below as your prophetic act, a spiritual symbol that says, I believe this is mine. And if you feel led to sow into this word, press that super thanks button below, not out of pressure, but out of partnership with what God is doing. Even Ford 44 can be a seed, and seeds don't stay seeds. They bloom, they multiply, they return, and this seed is falling into good soil. So if you feel moved, don't ignore it. Respond, give thanks, claim it, and don't stop here. Because in the next video, there is a message waiting for you, a continuation, a divine echo. The story isn't over, it's just beginning. Go now, watch the next word, because something is about to be revealed, and it has your name written on it. You're not alone, you're not forgotten, you're chosen, and everything is falling into place just as heaven planned it. Amen.